It is Sunday, July 6th, and this is my first opportunity to get out to a golf course here in my new home, Virginia. I've chosen an executive course so that I can hopefully test out my driver a couple of times, and we're going to run through that course twice today for a full 18. This will also be my first round with my new clubs, the Cobra Fly XL. New set, new course, new state. Let's go. It's a beautiful day out here. About 80 degrees this morning. Just finished raining. It was only supposed to rain for a few hours last night, but instead it decided to keep going all night. First hole is 420 yards from the white tees where we're playing. So that means driver, and I'm getting out early enough that I didn't get a chance to hit the range first. So we haven't quite dialed in that driver. We're just gonna hope that we can hit this extremely narrow fairway. None of the fairways are all that wide out here, so it's gonna be a challenge. Straight into the woods. Oh, there you go. Ever so slight draw. All right, hole one, ball hunting. We're looking for this bright blue thing that drew, oh my gosh, yo, that turned out way better than I thought it did. Look at this. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, just right of the green. Yo, I don't know what's going on right now, but things are working out today. We've got me lined up here pin high. That was beautiful. I thought it was over maybe a little far, but we are pin high. It looks like it's back to front just a little bit, and the greens are running a little slow. So let's pitch this up there and see what we can do. Nice. Let's knock her in. And that was a par, baby. Hole two, par three, 145 from the white. I got a little bit of a wait, it looks like. My guys just hit the green themselves, or it looks like are dropping a little bit. It's not just me that slices into the woods. Yes! Oh, it's tracking though. So far the new clubs are working out pretty damn well. That was my second hole, second drive. I think I'm on the green, and it felt really good. I was just assuming that would be a 9-iron. That's what I used in the shop, or not in the shop, at the driving range the other day for 130 yards. And yeah, 135 on the green, so I think my yardages were correct. There was a guy playing on his own behind me, so we're partnering up, gonna roll together. We've got a party of 5 in front of us. So I figured, hey, we might as well at least have some company if he's up for it. And if you're wondering, I'm not riding there. I might later, but I need the exercise. So that's why I wanted to walk today. I need the exercise. Look at this place. 25 bucks, 30 bucks. What a beautiful course. Definitely coming back here. Oh, that's short. What do you want, of course? Keep it honest. I figure I suck that bad. That's too fun. If my putting is so bad that I missed that. Yo, hit the green. Oh, and that is. Oh. Well, apparently, I went into the bunker, and I've never been in a bunker before. Clean hit. And it's stuck to the back of the beach. Well, that was my first ever sand trap. My pitch was decent. It was just a bit behind. It was off the back. Lost another ball there. That's 2 blue down. So 4 to go. Oh, heck yeah. Yo, I striped that drive. That was tight. Probably about, I would guess, 20 yards short or so, which would mean it's a 240 to 260.
I will take it. Well, we picked up another straggler, so there's a group of 5 in front of us, and then the group of 4 behind him, and each of us ones caught up with each other. So us 3 all pretty new, and I did not take a mulligan on this hole. Yes. Both of the other guys did. So we're the same skill level, more or less, which is good to see. It'll be easy to work with, but I'm having fun.
You know, some time ago I was looking at my strokes gained analysis from a couple of rounds, and I was disappointed to find that I have to work on everything, including chipping, obviously.
Certainly goes high enough. Just finished off a par 3. You saw that drive, that was tight. It was just off the green to the right. Texas wedge put me within about 4 feet, which I missed, and ended up with a bogey. So it's been going good today. I've been having a lot of fun. It's good to play with good people. So both of the new guys are pretty great. Oh, little hook. What? All right. Well, we just played the par 4. This was the 260 yarder. My friend was over there. My drive left me up here with that 3-wood, hooked a little bit, drew actually, and chipped that one, approach wedge, right up here, basically short of the pin by about 5 to 8 yards. Chipped it within 5 feet and in for par. That is a par 4 par, done fully proper. So far the count is 2 lost balls. So we're not doing bad on that front either. That was hole number 6. Just 3 to go. Dude, perfect fade. Nice, bro. That's better. Yo, like, all right, you and I are playing. Oh, that's a slice. That thing is out of here. And a hook into the trees. We'll see what that does. Well, we saw my potential there. That first drive could have been incredible if I hadn't sliced it. And following up with the draw. So there's some great potential there once I rein that in. But I'm just gonna use the excuse that the driver is new to me. And we're gonna call it that. We'll see where we are. That was Curtis and Chris, 2 individuals. They were rolling on their own, and first Chris caught up to me and we decided to play together, and then Curtis caught up to us and we decided to play together. We're just chatting and having a good time out here on the course today. Figured you'd like to see their swings. Well, that sucks. The slice was gone. The draw also got lost. So I'm playing a ball that I found in the woods. I found 3 in there. And from where I dropped it, which was a little short of where I thought it actually went, it was in really, really crappy rough, something similar to this. Got basically a perfect strike and landed dead center of the green. And it rolled to the back half. Nonetheless, we're on the green. I might have to soon. Oh, you put power to that one. Calm down, dude. You put dirty ass noodle. You're not gonna be way short. Alright. Another sail. I know why Lost 2. All right, we're dropping. So that's what I feared about this course. With my lack of control off the tee. The fairways are about 30 yards wide on average here. Max of 45, but typically about 30-ish, and that's trash. Unless you stripe it like these two gentlemen just did. They did nice drives. Yeah, I'm not going to be on the fairway ever if I use my driver. I just don't have enough control over the woods yet. That's frustrating. That was 3 off the tee. Slice, draw, slice. I got nothing. Right there's the 3rd drive at least, so not too far off the beaten path. Considering where it is, I think I just got to chip it out first. Chip out, and then let's go. I am highly amused right now. That drive was terrible. I had to chip out, failed to chip out, chipped out again. Had a 4 hybrid for 200 yards, whiffed it. Thing rolled, oh gosh. I'm gonna have to chip out again. You gotta be kidding me. This is the, this is the par 5 from hell. And I'm just gonna try and skull it basically. Hell, I'll take a driver 3 wood. I'll take my 3 wood and try that. Got it way back in the stance.
Hole 9 was terrible. I did what I could, but with 4 chip outs that should have only been 1, you can only do so much. I think I finished with a 10 and said goodbye to the gentleman at the turn.
All right, well, at the turn, I changed my shirt, I changed my socks, and we're heading back to that very first tee. It's 2 rounds of 9. It's the exact same 9, so I'm now familiar with it. You can basically consider this my home course by now. It was fun. It's a great course. I'm really enjoying it. Welcome to Virginia. My fancy smancy Max Fly glove. As you can see that, hopefully, you got nice white fingers and a wet, what is that, palm almost, the backside there of the hand. Yeah, that's how wet it is. It's just humid. So on this back 9, what I'm gonna really be doing is checking on my slices, fades, draws, and hooks. That's what we're counting now. So let's get that counter up and let's start tracking just how we're doing. Both of these were terrible drives. I think I basically thinned them each. And this one bounced off a tree, came back. And the one that we're actually playing is up about 50 yards. So not really any better. But, yep, we are on the bad shot count now. Let's see how we do. Oh, and chunks. Let's definitely check chunks. And tops. We'll count them up, all of them. Let's go.
One thing that was drilled into me as a child was that you can only ever be expected to do your best. And sometimes that's not very great. Thankfully, that's stuck with me to this day. And even though I'm clearly struggling off the tee and sometimes on the fairway, I'm not letting it get to me, and we're still having a great time out there.
Cranked it. Where's it coming down? Well, I have my 9-iron down as 130 yards. That's inaccurate apparently, because the first time I used it on this hole I was slightly long. That time I wasn't even a hard shot. That was a very average, very comfortable swing. That's 15 yards long. So I think my 9-iron is more like 135 to 140. A, that's kind of cool. B, This round is enlightening. See, I am loving these Cobra Fly XLs. They feel so good to swing. It's so comfortable and easy, and just, it was a good purchase, and I'm excited to golf. First time swinging.
This hole is a great example of what happens to me on most holes. I don't quite hit the green, I work my way back there, and then magically 3-putt and double chip, and come out of it with a bogey, or in this case, a double bogey.
Nice. Oh, stay in, come on. On the plus side, that was actually a drive. Like a real drive, that like I made contact and the ball flew. That was good. It might be ever so slightly out, but I'll take it. I'll bring the narrow fairways. Wasn't me, it wasn't the drive, it was the narrow fairways, all the way. Oh, that's gold. Man, as long as I can figure out that, how to make consistent contact like that, like I've been doing good with all of these closer up, more controlled shots for the most part. But if I can figure out how to get that consistent off the tee, we can do some damage. Aw, not quite as close as I thought it was. I have no idea what's happening on this green. We're gonna claim it straight, how about that? Oh, that would have been in. Flag putt on, though. Not bad. I don't mind a 2-putt from 20 feet, buddy. You do. Take every win I can get. Right into the hazard. Didn't get anything under it. Same thing. Oh wow, that's literally the exact same shot. It rolled to the exact same location. Oh, striped it. Holy crap, watch that thing fly. You know what I did? For one, practice swing, kind of swung out of my toes. 2, lined it up on the heel of the driver. Must have struck it basically dead center. We're learning. Let's see if we can find those first 2. And the sun peeks out of the clouds for the first time today. This is a beautiful day. What a wonderful day. Absolutely perfect after that storm last night. Beautiful, beautiful morning to get out.
A discussion that I was having with Curtis on the front 9 was about counting your penalty strokes. Up until this point, I haven't been doing so because I just expect to be bad and I expect to shank and slice everything. But it was kind of clear playing with Chris and Curtis that I'm pretty average for a newbie, and it's okay. So today I decided that I'm going to start counting my penalty strokes, and that means taking strokes for those 2 balls that I put in the hazard.
Oh, sold that one. That thing's flying. That's over the back.
That was an ugly hole, but I'll take my wins where I can get them. Driving hasn't exactly been my forte here, and I recognized that I was feeling a little tired and a little stiff, so decided to take some time to stretch before the drive this time. Honestly, I'm not sure how much of a difference it actually made. That was the first of what's going to be 3 drives. That was a hard slice, followed by my very typical overcorrection, resulting in a somewhat shanked hook. And then getting one more ball to try one final time, which resulted in yet another slice.
It went up past that tree on the far right, so we'll drop out there and start it on my 3rd stroke. We got this whole section here inside in the woods off to the right of the fairway. Look at that. It's like all the way over here. So that gave me hope. I dove in and I'm looking, but those were high and pretty nasty slices. So there's the tee, here's the tree. So we're gonna drop over here somewhere. And on an incredibly disappointing note, this right here is my 3rd color of the day. I had 6 balls of each color, so that means I have now lost 12 balls today.
For the first round today, I was actually tracking my strokes. For round 2, I stopped doing that. And oddly, that's mostly because I decided that I want to count my penalty strokes. The problem is I don't know how to do so. So I'll be looking that up soon. But in the meantime, just know that my score is still absolutely atrocious, and I'm still having an absolute blast. I'll share the grand total as close as I can get it once we get to the end today.
Oh, baby. That is... That was a stripe down the middle as hard as I can possibly hit it. It did have an ever so slight fade, but I wonder if that did it, moving it slightly back in the stance. Maybe I had it too far forward and I was already beginning like that arc up, you know, where the club actually comes back towards you a little bit. Maybe. Which is too weak. Definitely not enough. That was 262 yards with a really bad pitch after that. That one is much better. Oh my goodness, so much better. Let's grab that putter and see what we can do to bring home a normal hole. If you miss, you want to miss to the right, because you're going to end up there anyway. The green and pin placement means everything's going right today.
For this 99-yard hole, I pulled out my sand wedge and proceeded to pop it up about as high as one possibly could. Twice.
And that's the same thing. I wonder what I hit on this hole last time. I'm pretty sure I popped it. Oh, I went way back over the green the first time. And then the second, when my mulligan went into the sand trap. I remember that. So apparently 105 is a tough distance for me. That's good to know. I'll have to look back at statistics and see if I can't figure out what's my 105 club.
Speaking of distances, this is the note that I've been taking from my trip to the range and from those 2 9-hole rounds. So it looks like my driver's 260, which I'm particularly proud of. My 7-iron has been solidified at 160, and interestingly, my 9-iron is right around 130 to 140. Anything with question marks is just because I'm not absolutely certain, but I did have a 3-wood drive that was about 230. So we'll fill in the gaps as we continue to go, but I am pretty darn happy with my current distances. It basically says I just need to work on accuracy and I can probably score pretty good.
I am proud of my bogeys. All right, that was Hole number 7, I've got 2 to go. I've been having a lot of fun here today. The Fly XL are great. I've been hitting them solid and I can feel it. I tried a couple of hybrid shots. Those did not work out very well, but it wasn't because of the club, it was the lie. It was terrible lies. But this course has been great too. This is the lake course at Windy Hills. Walking has been good. I've gotten some good exercise. I don't feel overly terrible. I don't feel bad. I don't feel exhausted or anything. So the bag is good as well. That's a nice lighter bag that's been treating me good. It's been a beautiful morning. Been shooting okay. Mixed results, you've been seeing them. How have I been doing? I haven't been tracking it while I'm here at least. We'll do that in the edits after, but hopefully the hooks and slices are not as terrible as they feel. It feels like I've got a lot of work to do. That last one though, 260-yard drive. I will take it. Wow, I just chugged that entire bottle of water. Oh, been sweating a bit. It's been good. It's been good. Anyway, if you got this far, I really appreciate you. It's been a fun day, and I'm glad that I can share it like this. So, thanks for watching. Got 2 holes left. Let's get to them, huh? I felt that open up. Youch. Yep. Oh yeah. You know how when a pro hits his drive, you see that tee go through the air? Mine has never done that. Until recently. Yo, it's a first. I found it was lying right here. And there's the fairway. That first drive of mine is out here. How far is that? It says that was 175 yards, but I found my ball. That's a first. But the second one is up a ways yet. So let's see what we got on that guy. Going 190 to the pin. Oh, that's a great shot. Off to the right. For the record, that drive was 248. 250 plus on the driver, baby. This is a really, really hard chip coming up. I'm gonna play it 2 ways, because I want to see how this goes. I've got my 55 pitching wedge, no 45 pitching wedge, and my 60. Playing the shot that I think is going to be best with my yellow ball. And then I'm going to place the pink. We'll try that one. So the shot that I think is going to be the best. That shot is a 60 degree. Well, get it high and land it somewhere here on the fringe. That's the goal. Get it high, land it on the fringe. Yep. All right. Well, hell. I want to try that again just to see if it would work. Same shot. And then let's grab that pitching wedge and see what we can do on that one. Which, by the way, we're playing that crappy first one. That was my real hit, right? That was the real one. That's the one we're playing. So here's the pitching wedge on this side. Nope. If that isn't evidence, that it's far more the person than the club, I don't know what is. Slightly left to right. Ooh, the pace was too tight. 1.5 foot for bogey. There we go. All right, finished off that round with all the mulligans and lost balls on the front 9. That was a 49. On the back, that was a 51, including all of them. Still lost a bunch of balls, but generally did a lot better. It felt a lot better. My drive, I got, like you saw, at least 2 really kick-ass drives. It just felt better. Knowing the course will definitely help too. On that last green, just knowing how much of it just flows to the front, that would have changed how I chipped. I would have just set myself up for that to begin with and gone from there. Yeah, it felt good. It was awesome. Love the new clubs. They feel great. Hit that 4 hybrid. I got a good solid hybrid hit at the end. That was good. It felt great to walk. I didn't get terribly exhausted this time walking. It was good. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great day.